Hello, in this short video I'm going to show you how you can connect Infusionsoft and Twilio to send text messages directly from Infusionsoft. Okay, so the way we do this is using Zapier, so we'll just start in Zapier, and in this particular case I'm using Twilio to send a text message reminder to people who have registered for a webinar 15 minutes before the event. So if we start here in Zapier, I choose this catch hook as the trigger, and this is by Zapier. And then so you go through and say catch a hook, and so what we're going to be doing is sending a post, HTTP post from Zapier or from Infusionsoft and sending it to Zapier, and Zapier here is going to catch the information that we're sending from Infusionsoft. So that's what we're setting up here. And it gives you the actual URL that you're going to put in the HTTP post in Infusionsoft. And then here we don't have to edit any options. This is only if you want to make special modifications, but it's not necessary. And so right here you're going to test your hook. And when you test that hook, you'll make sure that you see exactly the information that you should have here. So now let me show you how to set it up on the Infusionsoft side. Here, this is the HTTP post, and I have it sending 15 minutes before the webinar date and time. That's a field stored in the contact. So we have these other webinar reminders here through email, and then we have this text message one here. And so what we're doing is sending this post, and it's going to Zapier. This is to the webhook that they gave us in this step. So we just copy and paste this URL and we put it right here, and then we're going to add a couple fields here. This field, contact ID, is what comes naturally on every one, and then we're going to add a couple fields just like this. The first one I put message as the name, and then the value of that, this is where I actually put in what I want the text message to say. So in this case it's very simple. It says hello, and then this is a merge field from the name, contact first name. Now I get that just by hitting the merge field here, and then I can choose first name, I can choose email, any of these fields that we'd want to merge in I could use. But in this case I'm just saying hello, first name. Just a quick reminder that the stem cell investment webinar starts in just 15 minutes. And then for a separate field, I've got to put in phone as the name, and we'll copy that contact phone one. We'll use that contact phone one merge field, and that's going to be right here next to the name at the bottom, name phone one. Sometimes people use phone 2 or phone 3 or something like that, but to me it just confuses things, so I always use phone 1. Okay. Now, this part's set up, and in Zapier we're all set up. Everything's set up to this point. When you test it, you'll make sure it should pull up those different fields that you're sending here. So our fields here are contact ID, message, and phone. So you should see phone, contact ID, and message. These are the three fields that we sent. So it's receiving those three fields just like it should. Then this is the second part. You're going to you choose to send an SMS, and then you connect your Twilio account, and what it's going to ask for is the a couple fields that you find here in account. There's a live version and there's a test version. Of course you'll want to use the live to actually send the messages. You could do a test first with the test version, but you know, when you're finished you want to use the live version at least, and that's found right here under account. But you set that up here, and then in the edit template you choose which phone number out of the phone numbers that you have set up in your Twilio account to send here. You can ignore this part, and you choose which number you're sending it to. Now this is that phone number that we set up. This is their phone 1 in this case, so we're sending to that phone number that was received in the HTTP post by Zapier, and the same with the message. So you see we don't have to even store their name in any of this. The name is just part of the message that's being sent here. And the rest of these are optional. We don't want to send large messages. There shouldn't be any need for a large message in this case. So once you go through, this is set up. You can view it, make sure everything looks the way it should be. It should be sending from this number, and this is the message that they should get, and it should be going to this number. So those are the fields that we care about. And just finish it up, make sure the zap is on, and should be good to go.